Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And as always, let's jump right into it. This is the weekly watch list for February 22nd, 2021. And just a couple things. We're looking at the S&P E-mini futures. I'm going to show you two different charts because there's actually a couple things going on here. As we could see, we still have this massive divergence, right? I've been calling for. Okay, it just keeps on going, right? It's kind of like lower highs. Every time we make higher highs, keep making lower highs. Keep that in mind. Second is when we go to, let's look at another chart. Let's see if I could move this real quick because I'm trying to get to a certain chart. Okay, right here, this is the chart that I'm looking for. We could see, we actually, on the regular trading hours, you won't see this on the extended trading, but the regular trading hours, we have what's called an abandoned baby. Okay, where we kind of go up, right? We close, we gap higher, go sideways, and then we gap lower, and we never fill this entire gap, right? This gap never got filled. Okay, or this here, even the low. So essentially we have the entire thing, all this price action all by itself without price ever retesting. And this is what's called an abandoned baby, right? Now, if it was multiple days, it would be called a island reversal. So with that being said, I said on Tuesday, probably talked to a couple friends. They were asking me my thoughts on the market. I'm like, we're bearish. Get short the market and your stop would go right above this high right here. And look at what we did. We just kind of kept going lower and lower the entire week. Okay. Now the question is, does this follow through? Well, let's kind of come back and see exactly what the charts look like on the bigger time frame. So here, if we kind of continue, we're back at the regular trading hours, we still have this rising wedge. Gets tighter and tighter. These usually resolve to this downside and they are bearish. But this market is resilient. You have a lot of stimulus. You have things reopening. So there's a lot of things going on. You had the Fed, Janet Yellen, come out the other day and talk about how she thinks throw $1,400 to everybody and spend as much in trillions as you can to keep this thing going for the recovery. I'm here in Las Vegas. Everything looks fine. It's fine. I read reports, right? Oh, Vegas is on the verge of bankruptcy. I'm like, dude, everybody's spending money. Go out to the casinos. It's busy. So I have no clue who they're talking to. Everything seems like normal, like it was a year before, like a year ago before all this happened. So that's what I'm looking for this coming week. We do have a little bit of excess up here. I won't be surprised if we see a little more downside, maybe come back down to the 20 period, maybe to this little high volume node right here, about 3,800 on the S&P. I think that would be a nice healthy pullback. Also kind of the high of this move somewhere around here, 38 and a quarter, and then maybe get another bounce up or reevaluate. So that's what that looks like real quick. SPY for you stock traders, same exact thing. If you even want to call this anything, call it a head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Here's your neckline. If we break below, and I think we were, bigger picture, we're still bullish. We got to take out this high, but right here we broke above, but then we kind of gave it up. If we gap lower or break below Friday's low, watch for a continuation lower. And if we do break, I'm going to be betting on the downside for further things. So just something to think about. If we real quick go back to the ES, we kind of have that same shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, same exact thing going on. So that's where I stand until proven wrong. Until that high is taken out, I'm going to say more downside, especially if Friday's candle gets taken out to the downside, more downside. Let's take a look at crude oil /CL. I've been calling for the 60 level, look above and fail. I would probably look for more if the overall market rolls over. I think this rolls over. I think support levels right around 54, give or take. I think that would be a healthy little bit type of a move. Draw our fibs, right? Just these are some levels. That's 70% pullback. The 20 period will probably move up. 54, 55 I like for a potential bounce. Again, none of this is trade advice. I'm not a registered broker, just some dude on YouTube, just so you guys know. Also, make sure you check out my Patreon page for my portfolio. We closed out 3 winners today on options that all expired worthless that we sold about a month ago. So that's it. Day Trading Fearless. Patreon.com/daytradingfearless. Now, let's get back to a couple stocks. Bitcoin /BTC. Okay, this thing's going parabolic, divergent. We'll see. I think we're just kind of going crazy on Bitcoin. Listen, I love it because I own it. So if you own it, but at the same time, it's getting way, way overextended with a massive divergence. Right, here's now our extension with a divergence. This is what we're playing with right now. Let's redo all this. Okay, and that's what we're looking at. Be careful with Bitcoin. We need a pullback, at least a healthy pullback back to about 40,000. Let's take a look at a couple stocks. Apple, AAPL. Been saying it for a long time, dead money. We've traded in a huge kind of sideways action. And anything lower, I like it. I like Apple around the 420, the 120 level. If we could get down there, I'd be looking probably to be selling 110 puts, going out maybe a week, couple weeks, looking for a bounce. But that's what I like with Apple. Also, TSLA. Let's take a look at Tesla. Interesting, nice little pullback, but I actually think there's still a lot more room for Tesla to fall. I would love to see it get back into the 650 level, and maybe I'll start to look at Tesla for a potential long down at that level. Hopefully, if this week market does pull back, all these things could come into play, and the head and shoulders on the S&P and all that. So, but as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll talk to you soon.